experience and membership that backs what you're building with American Express Business Platinum. Get 2 times membership rewards points per dollar on eligible purchases in key business categories, as well as on each eligible purchase of $5,000 or more, on up to $2 million in eligible purchases per calendar year. American Express Business Platinum. There's nothing like it. Terms apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/business-platinum.
Are your ad campaigns lighting up the dashboard, but not the pipeline? That's bullspend, and marketers are calling it out in Dashboard Confessions.
My boss asked for results, so I opened my dashboard for the only positive-sounding metric I had: impressions.
Cut the bull spend. See revenue, not just reach. LinkedIn delivers the highest return on ad spend of major ad networks. Advertise on LinkedIn. Spend $250 on your first campaign and get a $250 credit. Go to linkedin.com/campaign. Terms and conditions apply.
Business owners, you know Sundays drive traffic, and NFL Sunday Ticket makes them drive more. Get every live, out-of-market Sunday afternoon game at your venue, and right now, through June 30th, you can get 15% off and up to 6 free streaming devices, exclusively through EverPass. One platform, every location, every Sunday. Limited time offer, subject to terms and conditions.
This spring, Uber Eats has you covered. Whether you're celebrating mom, dad, or your favorite grad, not all of us are great planners, and with the Uber Eats gift hub, you don't have to be. Send flowers, perfume, champagne, or just their favorite meal straight to their door. Gifts arrive in as little as 25 minutes, and you can add a personalized video message for that additional so-not-last-minute touch. So this spring, get a leg up on gift giving with Uber Eats. Last-minute gifts that land every time. Must be 21 or older to purchase alcohol. Product availability varies per region. See app for details.
Amazon presents Jeff versus Taco Truck Salsa. Whether it's Verde, Roja, or the orange one. For Jeff, trying any salsa is like playing Russian roulette with a flamethrower. Luckily, Jeff saved with Amazon and stocked up on antacids, ginger tea, and milk. Habanero? More like habanero, yes. Save the everyday with Amazon.
The summer of Cooper Dejean continues. Well, the off-season of Cooper Dejean. Welcome to Eagles Checkdown, the fastest under 10-minute Eagles podcast there is, covering news, notes, and opinions on your favorite football team, the Philadelphia Eagles, jointly produced by the Eagles Pinball Podcast Network and the STT Sports Network over on YouTube. Guys, I'm your host, Phil Stiefel. As always, like, share, follow, subscribe, and tune into Trending in the AM live at 8 a.m. Monday through Friday for 90 minutes of live sports talk, taking your opinions and putting your opinions first. It's the offseason. Rookie mini campus, has happened, right? We are weeks away from the first set of voluntary OTAs, which begin on May 26th. So there might not be a show every day over the next couple weeks, right? But as things happen, as news comes out, I'm going to bring it to you as I always do. And we're going to start today's show with Cooper Dejean. Cooper Dejean is living his best life this offseason. The young cornerback, the stud slot cornerback, is doing his best, right? When he was on a podcast with John Clark from NBC 10 and NBC Sports Philadelphia. Johnny on the spot always gets the best interviews and always does a really good job asking the right questions in a way to get answers. And in this podcast, or in this recording, he asked Cooper Dejean about A.J. Brown and his relationship with A.J. Brown. And Cooper Dejean, look, backtrack for a second. Adam Schefter said, I think this will happen, or I feel this will happen. Look, we all know A.J. Brown is getting traded on June 2nd, right? Maybe June 3rd at the latest. We're 98% sure it's going to the Patriots. This is nothing new. But the Eagles have been very, careful on what they've said always. Cooper Dejean slipped up a little bit, showed some of that youthfulness in him, asked about it, said we still talk every day, he and A.J. Brown, that he's been a great teammate and a great friend for him, always will be his friend, and instills it was A.J. Brown that instilled confidence in Cooper Dejean to be the player he is. And nothing will change, but I'm going to miss him in the building. And then he paused for a second and said, well, if he's not here. He let it slip. He's going to miss the trash talking during practice. Again, letting it slip. Look, we all know it's going to happen. I don't blame Cooper Dejean for letting it slip. It doesn't matter. A.J. Brown will not be an Eagle. I respect Cooper Dejean. I respect his honesty and his play on the field. And I respect the roster he's building in the offseason. So Cooper Dejean might have let some more information than we wanted slipped or that the Eagles wanted slipped, but it is what it is. And I want to shout out to some of the fans, not in a good way, in a bad way, that are giving him a hard time. First, there was a lot of off-season drama, quote unquote, or relationship, stories about him and WWE Hall of Famer Nikki Bella, one half of the Bella twins. Now there's videos circulating, TikToks, that he was hanging out at the Kentucky Derby with a new girl, Cowboys cheerleader Abby Summers. Look, the dude's young and living his best life. We do not need to get upset. There is no drama happening. He is not doing anything wrong, Cooper Dejean. Let him enjoy it. And you know what? If he gets a Cowboys cheerleader to maybe slip us some insider information, even better. Good for him, Anyway, some other more serious news with the Eagles. The Eagles did extend contracts of 2 front office personnel, assistant GM John Ferrari and senior advisor, chief security, and game day coach and ops, Big Dom DeSandro, both got extensions, and I expect more of that to come as, they've lost 2 key people in the front office, assistant GM Alec Halaby and their cap wizard Bryce Johnson this offseason. Both have left and left football. John Ferrari will take a step forward in his assistant GM roles with the extension of Big Dom. Excuse me, Big Dom, who has now been with the team since 1999. I wouldn't be shocked if he gets a 4th or 5th title added to his roles. One of the most important people there, in the Eagles organization. And outside of Jeffrey Lurie, the longest tenured person in the Eagles organization, to my knowledge at this point, surviving many different coaching and GMs and whatnot. So, multiple eras there with Big Dom DeSandro. While we might be seeing too much of him, he does play a very vital role on this team, especially getting the rookies. You see him all over, introducing the rookies to other people in the city and always watching their backs, making sure they're not getting any trouble. You'll love to see it, and it's good to see. The Eagles also did host on Monday former Chiefs free agent cornerback special teamer Nazir Johnson. He visited Monday. He was a 7th-round pick in 2022. Has had an ACL and shoulder injury in his career. But back in 2024, he did start 8 games on the outside. So definitely some depth and some options there for the Eagles at cornerback as they continue to try to reshape that position behind Cooper Dejean and obviously Quinion Mitchell. So that's that. Again, obviously, May 26th OTAs. We're going to hear a lot about different players coming in for visits, whether they sign here or not. The Eagles can free up 1 roster spot out of the 90 roster spots for training camp with either Josh Weru or Uar Bernard. They're 2 international players that they brought in this offseason. If they put them, in a certain slot there, it risks losing them to, waivers or whatnot. But if you use your designation, your international player designation on them, it could free up a spot. We'll see what they do there. Anyway, guys, everybody have a great Tuesday. We'll talk later this week. As always, go Birds and bubbles up.
No one goes to Hank's for spreadsheets. They go for a darn good pizza. Lately, though, the shop's been quiet, so Hank decides to bring back the $1 slice. He asks Copilot in Microsoft Excel to look at his sales and costs and help him see if he can afford it. Copilot shows Hank where the money's going and which little extras make the dollar slice work. Now Hank's has a line out the door. Hank makes the pizza, Copilot handles the spreadsheets. Learn more at m365copilot.com/work.
Tomorrow morning is knocking. Stock your fridge now. How about a creamy mocha frappuccino drink? Or a sweet vanilla? Smooth caramel maybe? Or a white chocolate mocha? Whichever you choose, delicious coffee awaits. Find Starbucks Frappuccino drinks wherever you buy your groceries.
It's the Paradise Podcast.
I am your host, Ryan Michelle Bethay, with my husband, Sterling.
What's up?
Join us here on Hulu and Hulu on Disney Plus, where we'll discuss each episode with the cast and crew of Paradise. I'll be getting all the secrets from Dan Fogelman, James Marsden, Shailene Woodley, Julianne Nicholson, and Sterling Kelby Brown. Woo! Paradise, the official podcast, is now streaming.
And stream Paradise on Hulu and Hulu on Disney+.
This episode is brought to you by Perfect Bistro Cat Food. Hey guys, today I'm interviewing my cat about his Perfect Bistro food. Percy, you seem to be a big Perfect Bistro fan. Care to comment? Totally. What do you like about it? You love the high-quality ingredients? And the delicious flavors, of course. Yeah, that makes a ton of sense. Listen to Percy, guys. Visit perfectbistro.com to try it for your cat.
Now at McDonald's, a McDouble is $2.50, so you can get your gym gains on, or just get lunch for only $2.50. Get more value on the under $3 menu.
Limited time only. Prices and participation may vary. Prices may be higher for delivery.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.